The clear ocean waters off the shore of Daybreak City are glowing with the reflected hues of the setting sun. This sprawling city built within the exoskeletal corpse of an ancient dead god has been the site of our campaign for the last 7 episodes, and tonight, the finale. The city's been dead for thousands of years, but it might not be for much longer. Our players have discovered a plot to resurrect the city for the nefarious purposes of both a criminal family and a cult working together. Tanya was contacted by what remains of the god of the city's consciousness and discovered that she is a revenant, an undead being driven by a duty to prevent the city's catastrophic resurrection. She worked with some friends and some more acquaintances, I guess. Aelin Roseshield, Rory Windblade, Seneca Viti, and Winona Saraland to recover the stolen crystal heart of the city. As our last episode wound up, she had obtained this crystal heart. But at the same time, as she stumbled out of the warehouse with this large crystal heart, this 30-pound crystal suspended in a cage of metal wires and panels, there was a ringing sound in Tanya's ears. Tanya, would you tell us a little bit? You were doing your best to reach out and ask questions of the god of the city now that you had finally been connected to it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Tanya, as we're running, I mentioned back to the warehouse where this all started, where this all began. Tanya looks at the crystal heart and asks, What's your name? And will your name make me go crazy? I guess don't tell me your name unless the name won't make me go crazy. Also, what happened to you? Also, why did you pick me to do this? I could have just died. It would have been fine.
You hear an answer.
How did I get here? Most gods don't live forever, you know. I happened to be killed by one that I thought was a friend, but I also got to experience something that perhaps no other god has, which is to become a city. Not by my choice, but by the choice of those who live around and within me. I am the city, and the city is me, which is why when you came along, well, this is a city where you take what you can get. I saw a need for someone, and there you were. I have to tell you, Tanya, you've done so much better than I ever could have asked for. And I suppose, yes, you do deserve to know my name. My name is...
Gods don't always understand what mortals can handle. And you hear what you've always heard no one should ever know. The true name of the dead god of the city. And it rings in your ears, and flashes of light and echoes of sound reverberate in your mind, indistinguishable from reality. You have disadvantage on perception checks forever. And your dissonant whisper spells uses a D10 instead of a D6. The god continues. Oh. That was more than I remembered. Listen. Can you get this off of me?
Yeah, I can try. I don't know if I'm strong enough though, and I guess I'll investigate the cage to see if there's like a latch.
Rather than a latch, you see almost the opposite. There seems to be several iron bands encircling this this cage. And you're glancing at this as you are. You're standing right outside of this warehouse. Winona, Senna, and Rory are right next to you. And you all saw, as Tanya's sort of mouth moved and she stares into this crystal. You've seen this before. If any of you were with her near the tree, the stump of the tree, when she touched the fallen leaf of this dead god, her eyes. Her one blue eye burns with a bright light. This cage actually seems not only to have these like iron bands sealing it in place, but they're covered with slightly glowing runes. Aelin, you see Tanya and Winona also burst out of the warehouse. All of you know that there are two members of, well, there's a member of the Church of the Crystal Heart, and I believe a hobgoblin about to still, like, in a few seconds, wake up from the sleep spell that Aelin cast on it. So I guess I want to know what you're all doing in this moment as this happens.
I mean, my goal was to get the kid and the Crystal Heart as far away from this place as possible, as fast as possible. So I'm running and I'm dragging Tanya with me.
Okay. You heading in the direction of the alley you came from?
Yeah.
All right, and then Rory, Senna, are you guys following? Aelin's there with Jacob Vanette, who's crouched in the shadows beside him, hiding poorly.
Yeah, absolutely, I'm going to follow. I'm very interested in Jacob.
As you round the corner, you all can see them, and...
I'm not leaving yet.
Okay.
I would like to find either a part of the warehouse that would store propane and blow it up.
Yeah, you guys see Senna disappear back into the warehouse.
What I do?
Winona is aroused.
You want to roll for that, or? Rory, as you come around the corner, I think maybe, Winona, you're the only person who notices that Senna hasn't followed yet. You guys are crouching in the shadow of this alley. There are probably, you maybe hear like a faint call, voices responding and shouting to one another in alarm. Yeah, Jacob Vanette's eyes go wide as he looks at Rory and then to Aelin and says, "What is he doing here?"
He's part of the group that rescued you. You two got history or something?
Recoils. There's a look of
Jacob,
venom.
Jacob, it's. Look, this is weird. I know. I know things are weird before, but I haven't seen you in a while, right? Are we cool? Can we be cool? Just a lot going on right now. We need to.
We're not having a buddy kind of reunion right now, are you? Are you kidding me?
We need to move.
It's not kind of buddy.
Are you kidding me, kid?
No, it's not. You don't understand. Jacob, I promise. We could talk afterwards. I don't know if you have a grudge against me or whatever, but I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we need to move.
Oh, I'm waiting for Senna.
We're set.
We shall move. I know you can handle yourself. Okay, everyone else with me. We're heading.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you too, Jacob. Come on.
Okay, we gotta get this away. Come on, Jacob. Jacob, also, how do you get yourself mixed up in all of this?
Winona just glares at Jacob after their interaction in the warehouse.
He is at a total loss for words, like flinches away from your glare and also staring to Rory and Aelin in utter confusion.
Picks Jacob up by the scruff of his collar and drags him along. We are leaving.
You guys make your retreat down the alleyway. Winona, you hear a whoosh of air. And the windows of the warehouse explode outwards in shards and glitters of glass.
I duck down behind the wall and cover my face.
Senna walks out of the front door casually towards you.
Do I even need to say it?
Do you look back at the explosion?
No, absolutely not. Just slow motion too. It's just like, brushes my coattail as I walk past. Yeah.
Oh my god. I love you.
And I love you.
Let's get the hell out of here.
And I'll put up my arm around her and we'll...
You guys can catch up to the rest of the party. Yeah. There is a choice here as you reach the end of the alley. The road splits in two right ahead of you. You really could head any direction, but you are hearing growing sounds of alarm and voices calling back to one another. There is an outburst of sound after this tremendous explosion behind you. I think you can probably feel the wave of heat past you. You know that let me move you to the map of the city.
Okay. Yeah, Aelin almost falls over with surprise when the explosion shockwave catches up with him.
You are in the morgue skids, south of the city. You should be. Oh, that's right. You have to move yourself because you're in as a DM, Masticon.
Yep. There we go. Got it sorted.
Most of everything in the city is to the north, but the sounds are coming from the north as well. You also know that the people who you were hoping to meet up with, Strel and Mirish and Gam are in that direction. There are also more crowds potentially to hide yourselves in that direction. To the east are the flats, which in the night are essentially a ghost town. fairly empty, fairly quiet, but would take time to move that direction. So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, we gotta meet up with everybody else. Like, we can't keep this safe by ourselves. So we gotta go to where everybody else is gonna meet us up.
Kind of
Yeah.
a beacon for bad news. All right.
Also, I had a thought of maybe if we're close by, we can maybe rope in some of the local gangs to fight against the Crystal Hearts. I'm not too sure though.
Why would they fight the Crystal Hearts?
Like, the Crystal Hearts kind of invaded all their territory, so they do have a beef against them.
They do, you're quite right.
Kid, you are in way too deep with way too much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hopefully we won't after this.
Maybe we can give them the location and hope they...
Vivian,
That's worth
Yeah.
a go, I suppose.
you have anyone you're chummy with, Senna?
No, but I'm sure they're willing to talk to a Kaviti, trading information for something they want, whether it's revenge or what have you. Yeah, I'll talk to them, Tonya.
Sweet.
All right.
Also, probably not the Delromas, because they take on their property, which is
No, you're ours. So,
thanks, Senna.
yeah. And I'll tell them to their faces, too.
There is a band of yellowish light Kaviti security members, 3 of them with lanterns, walk down an adjacent street, and you see them through the alley.
Everyone be quiet. Rory, you know this area of town pretty well, don't you? You were sneaking around somewhere, weren't you?
Yeah, I can probably get us past here. I mean, I'm kind of used to dodging through streets and alleyways here.
Yeah.
Having people kind of avoid my
Everyone's
face.
alright with that. I think Rory should lead.
All right.
Yeah.
You think it's a good idea? Then
Best we've got at the moment with these creeps sneaking around.
fantastic.
Rory.
Hide this.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Jacob, help me hide this, and I must kind of like have like my coat over like the egg a bit, but like I can't cover the full thing, so like I hook
Oh
my
yeah,
arm around
not at
Jacob's
all.
and-
No. Like with the cage on it, it's the size of like a microwave
Okay.
for
Jacob,
tea.
help me take this off. Help me take this off right now.
He looks at it and he's like, "Oh, I can't." She was worried that someone would try and she locked it.
Wonderful.
I hate her.
Okay.
I hate her so much.
What?
It's the
Jacob, what are you
for the signal. What?
What signal?
What are you even doing here? Did you make this? Like, what is this?
Yeah. Is this a good place to talk about it?
No,
God,
no, it's
sake.
not. We need to keep
Obviously
moving
not.
at the moment.
Just keep
Sorry,
following me.
Winona.
Let's keep going.
He looks at Aelin. He's like, why are we
Yes,
following
we're fine.
him?
We're fine. Do it.
I'm never having kids.
Neither am I. That makes 2 of us.
Don't want to look up,
Um,
love.
So yeah, Rory will lead you through this area. I guess we're just aiming to get somewhere safe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere we can at least hunker down and
Yeah. I definitely have a few like spots that I know, like nobody turns around this alleyway that goes right down here, and it's pretty empty. It's kind of dingy and gross, like just kind of like garbage is thrown from the top, from windows and things. But just it's
Yeah.
pretty safe.
You've worked here for a long time too.
Yeah.
This is like your summer job place ever since you were probably like 11, supporting
Yep.
your sister.
Yeah. Since I didn't really have anybody else to support us.
Just give me a history check to sort of see if you can. I guess survival would also be acceptable to sort of like recall your mental map and find a particularly hidden place.
I'll do history.
First roll.
Oh no.
And it's
Not
Pretty
good.
not
Don't
great.
you have graduated with honors or
yeah,
similar?
that's with my honors degree.
Oh no.
That's great. Oh, honey.
Yeah, you rolled a 2.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Oh, honey.
Rory, you know that down this alleyway,
Yeah.
there is a little turn that goes in between these 2 warehouses, and then it's literally just a dead end. So, it's like pitch black. You guys should be in really good shape there.
That's better than
Yeah, I
nothing.
probably got a little turned around because, like, I haven't worked here in a little bit, and so there's like a new shipping
Right.
company that came in
Yeah.
and like moved things around. Yeah, I'm like,
You're pretty glad you remember that, and then you turn the corner,
Yeah.
and it's actually not that at all. It's an open street with 2
Oh.
Kaviti security members standing right in front of you, and they point at you and shout, "Hey,
Rory.
they're the ones! They're over here!" One of them
okay, run away.
Shit! To leave. The other one starts running towards you, like, "You stay right there!"
I immediately turn the corner because I imagine I'm the person who turned out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Around this corner, so I immediately go back around the corner, but I wait around the corner. And I
you
draw my
catch a
sword.
glimpse of him pulling out his sword, but
I'm
as
already
he,
drawing my sword, but I'm waiting on the corner.
he
Do
peeks,
I
like he
have the opportunity to hide?
sure.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to hide around the.
Which party member are you hiding behind? No. I'm not going to make you... If you're going to attack him, I'm not going to make you guys all roll for that. Would be 5-on-1.
Just a dog pile.
So you all just tell me how that goes.
Tanya uses a ray of
So-
frost.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Rory's immediate thought is I'm gonna hide behind this corner, and then
You're
as he
holding
turns
a
around the corner,
microwave. Sorry.
I'm not.
No,
Oh,
I'm talking about Tanya.
That's right.
Give it
Yeah.
to Jacob.
Jacob is not in a
Here,
state
Jacob, hold this.
capable of carrying that for long, that's for sure. I think you're going to be probably predisposed with that, if I'm honest.
And I will never touch it, so.
On the plus side,
Okay,
I
fine.
can also do some frost magic. What I'd be hoping to do after Edge goes ham on him is at least probably pin him to the floor and convince him that this was a really, really dumb idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
I'm not looking to kill. I'm just looking to kind of knock
Senna,
out and
You guys
incapacitate.
participating?
I think I'd probably like throw an arm back to try to like pin Tanya against the wall with the fucking microwave so that they like don't see. I can't call it a microwave. The heart.
Call it the Crystal Heart.
The crystal heart.
It's a guy.
It's got a cool D&D name. I gave it a cool D&D name because I'm a
and then you
DM.
called it a microwave,
then you called it
I'm
a
Snag.
describing its size and weight.
Not just a mini microwave, a tea microwave.
A tea microwave.
I was just trying to make Colo mad.
blasphemer. Anyway, God, but yeah, I'm just throwing an arm back to pin Tanya against the wall with the crystal heart, and so that if anyone comes around the corner, they aren't going to see that immediately.
Okay. And Senna?
Probably a good idea.
I'm probably going to toll the dead. Just ring my bell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the only thing that really matters here, like, you guys are going to destroy this person in one round. The only thing is, does he get one hit on Rory or not? So I just want initiative rolls from everybody who is attacking. So I think
Okay.
that's Tanya, Rory, Senna, and
Okay.
potentially Aelin. I think you guys are going to be fine.
I
just wanna know how many people-
And he's a Kaviti, right?
Is holding me back, so.
I mean, you can
Wrong
definitely
kind of
snap off
Kaviti.
a way of frost.
Right. But Kaviti
Yes.
nevertheless, yes? Okay.
Accurate.
I think he knows when he hears Toll the Dead exactly what his fate is going to be.
He's not like their best and brightest necessarily either. Yeah. Okay. So he is incapacitated and unalived before he comes around the corner with his sword drawn ready for an attack and just is entirely ambushed. And there you are. Again, voices calling, responding, now moving in your direction. Rory, do you want to take another shot at finding a place to hide?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know. I got kind of turned around. I think if we just go back around, that right you took, we need to take a left there, and that should take us behind the place
you don't have to explain it, Roy. Just move.
No,
Go,
I'm just.
now.
This is part of my process. I'm just trying to remember. Just come on, follow me. I got a 10.
You rolled a 10. Jacob is like muttering as you guys like he always thinks he's really smart. Can't handle anybody being smarter than him.
Do I hear
Look
that?
where it leads you. Oh yeah. He's saying it to Aelin, but not like in any way trying to hide. Just for your benefit.
Right. I try to shrug it off and keep walking.
Do we all hear it? Is he saying it loud enough for all of us to hear?
Absolutely.
Jacob.
I'm going to
Now's
grab
not
him
the
by
time.
his collar.
Oh,
Listen to me.
Senna.
Yes, Jacob. Enough of your little tit-tat or whatever the hell you have with Rory. Do you understand? There's more pressing issues. Put it past you. I don't care what you do after. We take care of this big ordeal. But not during. And not now. Do you understand?
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine.
No more talk of it, and I'll look at Rory too. No more.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll let him go.
With that 10, you're drawing a blank. You know that you don't know another spot around here, and you realize now that you found yourself into a part of the morgue skids that you actually are not familiar with at all. If you guys are going to find some way to lose people, it's going to have to be somebody else.
I can't figure out.
Okay.
I'd like to look around frantically and see if I see anything.
I'd like to have a look around as well. Aelin doesn't know where the heck he is. He's a bit lost.
Okay.
Perception checks from you two, please.
Yes, please. All right. Well, it'd be great if I could find my character sheet. Ah. Okay, this is my best roll.
15 from Winona, 16 from Aelin. So Rory seems kind of freaked out and distracted, and he agrees with Senna not to say anything else, but he's clearly maybe distracted by what's going on with Jacob. Aelin, Winona, you realize that there is what looks to certainly be abandoned due to the smashed out windows, like a long it might even be like a factory. It's a very long building with bay doors on one side that actually stretches it's a block south of you, but then it stretches towards the east and towards probably a slightly more crowded part of the neighborhood. You think that maybe ducking in there, you would be able to move through the factory potentially if you can get in there and not like leave evidence behind that you're there.
I see it.
3
I'm
years
going
ago.
to-
You remember how we did it the last time? Worth a go.
Yeah.
All right.
Now's as good a time as any.
Yep. Don't cut yourself this time.
It was a fluke, and you know it.
I know. I'm. Okay, let's go.
All right. And then I guess we're gonna try to find a secure entry for the others.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. How quickly do you reckon Aelin could hoik Winona up enough? Just give her a leg up so she can have a quick look inside and then in and through. Is that feasible, given how rapidly we're doing this?
I think so.
I am small and light, so
Yeah.
you just
Just yeet Winona up for a good look. If she needs to climb in, she can there, I guess.
Yep. When you look inside, it does look like there are essentially it's not like a conveyor belt situation, but there are assembly lines, more or less, just like stations in a row all down this place, but that is covered in dust, and it looks like it's been looted more than once. So rather than a functioning facility, you have like rows and rows of broken tables and plundered crates and things.
Do I see a good way in? Or is that window the best way in?
There's the window, or there is a large metal door on wheels, like a big sliding door. Looks rusty, might be loud.
I would like to try. I don't know what this window looks like exactly. I'm like picturing one of those very old factory windows that like set into the brick. I'd like to try to like hold on and like see if I can like kick out a couple panes of glass and like get myself in and try to open the door.
Can I give her a hand with that? From my position? At
Sure.
least steadying her and making sure she doesn't fall on top of me again.
Yeah, absolutely. You just sort of physically kicking it out, or is anybody doing anything else to help with this? You all standing there seeing this happen.
Oh, hang on.
If not, you can just roll.
Mage Hand Legerdemain. Can I try and pick the lock? If it's locked.
Oh yeah. You can probably just unlatch it from the inside.
All right, I'll do that then.
So
I'm
you're
still
standing
gonna
there
try to get inside, but
Yeah, you're standing there holding Winona, and you're like, hang on a second.
Yeah,
Winona, you feel him like the like hands underneath your feet start moving, and it's like you're a little bit unsteady.
what are you doing?
Trust me on this one, Winona. I've got you. All right.
But you see the spectral hand suddenly appear from the other side of the window.
Oh God, Winona, keep still. Okay, that should get it. Try that now.
Hey,
Damn it.
I'll try it.
The window swings open.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
And then I'll
You can
climb
absolutely climb in. Yeah. So
Right.
you're in. Everybody else is standing outside the window.
Do you guys want to try to climb up, or do you want me to try to open the door?
Anyone who's light enough to go through should go through. If you're
really
all
get
right with
myself
that,
up.
Senna.
Yes, of course. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Here to help if you need it.
No, I don't
So
know.
you were
Understood.
boosting everyone up, essentially.
Those who want the boost, yes.
Fair enough. Let's just get athletics check from you, Aelin.
Ooh. That's not something I'm dread. Oh, hang on. I've just realized I haven't done the thing. So all of my stats are wrong. Yep. So I'll do the test, but this doesn't have the extra doof
All right,
on
it'll
it.
have a +1 on it. 13's good. So yeah, you're able to help everyone over. It takes just a minute, and then I'll have an acrobatics check from you as well to try to, I assume, like take a running jump and climb in.
Yeah.
I was doing it myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is you like declining his help
Yes.
and vaulting in on your own.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why Aelin asked. He was pretty sure that Senna had something up her sleeve, and also because Senna is his elder and he doesn't want to be disrespectful. Okay, so acrobatics.
Very well done.
Wow.
You all see the seasoned dungeoneer, Aelin Roseshield, display a little bit of what makes him actual professional at this. Shimmying fairly expertly up the wall.
Yeah,
wedging a hand and an elbow into the window.
It's not dreadfully swish like Strela Winona, but it is quick. He just takes a couple of running steps up, vaults up on one foot, grabs up, hoiks up, sort of half flips, half falls through, mostly by mistake, and manages to approximately land on his feet. But yeah, he gets
I'll
thrown.
put out an arm to steady him. I'm not looking at him. I'm just like putting out an arm as he lands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tanya, from your perspective, it's pitch black in here, but everyone else can see well enough, and the little bits of light that come in through various windows, some of them more broken than others. Now, to the north, if we could, fly on a crow's wings, we would see scenes of relative chaos. Members of the Church of the Crystal Heart and the Kaviti Security Coalition carrying hex-powered lanterns, torches, and all other sorts of light, milling about through the streets and alleyways of the morgue skids, even up through Vismond Square. North of that, past Apodine, even, a very small, very quiet creature makes its way, one paw in front of the other, through the neighborhood streets of Krenel. It's a long-haired black cat whose skin and muscle is translucent enough that you can see its skeleton. And Tanya's familiar Binks, quietly but quickly, cat-like, since it's a cat, makes its way to Krenel. It finds its way up onto the rooftops. You see its nose and ears twitch several times, and it pauses, looking to the west. And it happens upon a scene of carnage. There are broken and bleeding bodies stretched across the rooftops, and three figures catching their breath. One of them particularly bloody and bruised on this rooftop. Gam Gam looks at you, Strel, and says, "Is that what you hoped it was?"
Everything and more.
I think that little one. Yes?
I appreciate your help. I don't say this often, but thank you.
Well, if there's going to be violence, it's good to have a warm-up. She pulls out a rag and starts wiping blood off of her battle axe, wrings it out, still entirely covered in blood, gets another one, starts wiping it off. She goes through two or three.
Strella still has like
hands.
blood on her hands too. She's pretty much like covered. Her shirt is stained. Strell's also not quite as bloody as Gam Gam, but pretty bloody.
Yeah, the difference being that not much of Gam's Gam, the blood on Gam Gam is hers. Mm-hmm. Not as much. She looks over at her granddaughter Mirish, and she says, "I never wanted you to see me like this."
Gam Gam, what the heck? Also, who are all these people? Why did they attack us?
I'm gonna stop Mirish right there. I'm gonna put my hand on Mirish's shoulder and just be like, "Kid, thanks for your help. You'll never have to worry about this ever again. We better get going."
All right. Mirish is very confused, but goes with it.
Strel, you've seen Banks before. Tanya's familiar. This black cat hops up out of the darkness onto the rooftop and probably startles you just a bit. Makes cat noises in your direction, but when it does, you actually hear Tanya's voice as well, and it's like the recording of a spell. Her voice just echoes in your minds and tells you the address of a warehouse, and the fact that along with Senna and Winona, they're heading there to try to retrieve the crystal heart of the city's god.
I'll look at Mirish and Gam Gam. Looks like we've got more work to do if we're gonna save this damn city.
Seems like it.
What you were describing, Mir, little tadpole, listen. This has to do with all that whole cult business that we were checking out in the crease, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's all very confusing to me.
What was the name of that rather smart lady who was with you with the crease-born one?
Oh, Araxi?
Where's she?
That is a good question. Where did she go?
Strel, I think you would know.
Yeah?
You've seen her at the Salty Sail recently.
Okay. Yeah, I know where she's at. We can go find her and then head to this warehouse.
I don't think there's any time to waste. Let's try this. Cat, familiar.
I think its name is Binks.
That's not its name. That's just what the wizard calls it.
I got this Gam Gam, and Mirish grabs like a leftover fish pastry and let's wafts the smell towards the cat.
Oh, that is so cute.
Walks up, it rubs its cheek on your calf first, and then does a little figure eight through your legs, and puts its paws up on your knee. Do you feed it?
A little bit. Yeah,
okay,
of course.
That's always a good decision, even if it's not a normal cat. That's good thinking. And she drops down to her knees and speaks to the cat in another language. Do either of you speak Celestial?
That would be a hard nope for Strel.
Okay. She says something to this cat, and you watch it dash off towards one of the spiraling, winding staircases that heads up to Klingsley. And Gam Gam stands up and brushes her knees off and says, "It'll tell Roxy what she needs to know."
Perfect. Thanks, Gam Gam.
What language? Gam Gam, have you been keeping secrets from me?
Lots.
Oh, well, all right. I guess.
Listen, I pretty much thought I put that whole adventure to life behind me, but
you've still got some
fighting. I'd have to bring it up.
You've still got some fighting you left.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. That was a little too close for comfort.
Gam Gam, you sprinted so far ahead of me. How can you even say that?
But I'm not as quick as I used to be.
Well, I'm not even sure I want to know at this point.
Are you ready? This place is in what? Down in the morgue skids or something?
Let's get going.
Let's do it.
She probably jumps off the roof and lands on superhero pose on the street, and then gets up and pulls her battle axe out and leans on it like a cane and walks down the street.
Strel will also just leap off the roof, except she doesn't necessarily land in a hero pose, but she does do she does a flip and then kind of rolls out of her jump.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marish tries to do the exact same thing as Strel.
Let me get an acrobatics check, Marish.
Oh, God.
Or performance, your decision.
Okay, let me check. I'm gonna go with performance. Normal roll. 21.
Nice.
21. Yeah. It's almost insulting, Strel, how Mirish does exactly what you did, and puts a little bit of extra on it too.
And she's definitely looking from the corner of her eye, oh, did she notice? Did she see?
Strel will give you one of those
Yeah.
Just like a hint of acknowledgement.
Yeah.
I learned from the best.
You guys are able to make your way down through Crenton, Benton, Apadim. There are people wearing the robes of the Church of the Crystal Heart, and it's a thing that people are a part of, especially in recent weeks in increasing numbers in this neighborhood. But they never seem to like gather or do anything as a group. Now you see them in twos and threes, talking to one another and moving in the same direction that you're moving, towards Fisman Square and the morgue skits. They aren't necessarily paying any attention to you, but it is noticeable that there are groups of them, and you're probably moving. They aren't moving slowly, but you're probably still passing them as you go.
Yeah, Strell's probably like sprinting full speed. She's like covered in blood and is a wanted criminal. She's not about to just hang out to see what a bunch of culty people are doing.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna like sprint past everyone. So are you just running through the streets at a full sprint?
I mean, if possible, she'll try to like be subtle, take like rooftops where she can, side alleys where she knows it's possible, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. As you blow past Gam, she'll be like, "Sweet gods, what? Okay, this is too much," and follow you, and pretty much matching your. Actually, I think that despite how impressive she is, you're going to have to slow down for Gam. She cannot keep up with you.
I have a speed of 45. I'm a little fast.
She is not an acrobat either. She is acrobatic and athletic, but she's. Yeah, so you're going to start leaving her behind, and she's breathing pretty heavily.
Yeah, I'll like strategically take breaks in like shadowy corners, on like staircases, on like fire escapes and stuff, places where I like know it's okay to like just hang out for a second while she catches up.
Let me get a stealth check.
Oh no.
From all of us, or?
I think that Strell's leading the way, right?
Yeah, Strell would have definitely taken the lead on this. Has a 10.
Okay. It's a ways, right? This is a bit of a journey. And you're able to do this. You take breaks in these shadowy corners a few times. Gam catches up. At one point, though, you get ahead of Gam a bit, and you're about to sort of duck into around this. There's like a big trash like bin, one for like an entire apartment building. But as you turn a corner, you literally run into two people in the robes of the Church of the Crystal Heart, and they look at you like, "Oh, pardon us. Are you answering? Are you coming to the? Wait, you're not. Who are you?"
You know what? We'll see you there. Have a great day, Peach. And she like dashes off.
Roll. So you're just gonna just ditch them and keep moving.
Yeah, just ditch them.
Okay.
I don't
absolutely easy.
Really, just freak me out.
Fair.
Mary yells, "Nice robes!" as she like runs along.
One of them's gonna grab at you, Mirish. They reach out and try and like take hold of your what is it that you're wearing? It's like a really ornamented outfit, right?
Yeah, it's like an acrobat suit, but like the pants are quite like poofy. So maybe or at the jacket that's maybe like still like wafting along, either or.
Yeah, you can roll acrobatics if you want to try to dodge out of the way as you see this coming.
Obviously.
I rolled bad and you rolled good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're able to sort of spin out of their way, and Gam points a finger and is like, "Rude!" as she moves past, and they don't like run after you, but you see them talking to one another and pointing as you move down the street, and I think it goes like this for a while. You guys eventually make it to a place that's very familiar to both of you. Do you know what Vismond Square is, or should I explain it?
No, explain.
Yeah, explain for the class.
I was going to give you a shot if you wanted. Yeah, okay, yeah. Fair. It is the busiest I was going to say an intersection, but it really is more than that. It's like an open area that is sort of like the natural intersection of both all these goods that come into the city from the harbor, all the places, manufacturers that create luxury and like all the different goods that the city produces. It's close to the neighborhoods, both of the wealthy and less wealthy, where people live, and it's even like on the route of the main road that heads out of town into the lands and hills and mountains to the north and west. So it's evening now. And the sun is nearly completely set behind the city. But it's as always fully lit up, and the two of you have both worked here. It's a great place for like street side entertaining. You put a box or a hat out and you try and get somewhere really visible and do something impressive. And that's, if you don't have a planned or scheduled gig, that's a really great way to sort of make ends meet, on the off nights, right? It's on fire. There are probably, at this point, maybe only 20 members of the Church of the Crystal Heart who look like they have just spent the last hour tearing this place apart, looking in every stall, wagon, cart, all of the places where probably merchants who you've personally met and known over the years would do their business. There are some of them even breaking into the like shops that are in buildings around the outside of this big square. And there is, you guys know that if you can get there early enough, the best place to perform in the morning is this tall like auction block platform. And before long, somebody comes along and like they'll make you leave because they're gonna like do auctions there all day. But if you can make bank, because it's like the best, most visible spot until then, on top of that, there is a tunnel prawn the size of a horse. I don't know, Strel, if you know what that is, but Mirish, you've seen this thing before. It is essentially like a off-white armored lobster with these waving neon pink antennae and giant claws. Slightly, sickly and wet looking at all times, and they are normally creatures that live in the crease. And there's one of them on top of this platform, and on top of it, riding it like a mount, is a woman in incredibly ornate blue and white robes, with auburn hair and seafoam green skin, a crease-born woman. She's motionless on top of this monstrous mount, and her eyes are closed, but her mouth is moving. You see this. You don't necessarily think she notices you. It's sort of across the square, but there are absolutely going to be... you're either going to have to make your way through this or around it, and it's kind of up to you.
I mean, Strel for sure wants to avoid every single bit of this. This is like after what she had just went through and everything, she's ready to like nip this thing in the bud, and this seems like one of those consequences of other people's actions rather than like you know, there's a bigger problem to be solved than this. Like, it's a tragedy, but like, she's ready to go kick the ass of the main of like what's really going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mirish is a little bit less convinced because this is the place where Mirish spends basically all of her time, and it's currently going up in flames. So she's definitely panicking and going like, Gam Gam, we need to do something. Like, everything's on fire. Is there anything we can do? And she's like looking around for like water and like, you know, anything.
Strel sees that panic and kind of comes over and is like, look, kid, I worked here myself. I know what this place means to us, right? But this isn't the time. This isn't our place. We have other things that we gotta do, and you've got so much heart, kid. You're a really good person, and right now, I'm gonna ask you to not be a good person this one time so we can get where we need to go, okay?
Okay.
We'll come back. I'll even come with you.
Okay.
We gotta keep our heads cool, okay? Like, I know.
We'll help later?
We'll help later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Deep breath.
You're a good person. You're a good person.
Thanks, Strel. Okay.
And she'll kind of like take your hand and run with you through the square.
Okay.
So you guys are just darting through this space.
I
Absolutely.
think we're paying attention to like not go like full in open view, I'm assuming, but
Okay.
Yeah,
so
we'll
it's,
kind of like weave in and out.
that's excellent. Give me acrobatics checks.
Absolutely.
Or sorry, not acrobatics at all. Athletics or stealth, maybe one each.
Okay. I'll give you athletics first. Roll pretty low.
and
And you want stealth too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because these can sort of make up for one another depending on how they
Right.
go. But you guys have rolled an 18, 11, and 13, and 14, which are all quite decent. Especially given that this group is not necessarily going to recognize any of you at this point, because they are specifically looking for people of a different description. So you're able to dash through. There are definitely going to be some people who try to stop you and yell at you. You're able to catch snippets of conversation from other people discussing sort of the different neighborhoods and the different streets and parts of Vismond and the morgue skids that they're going to send everyone out to look. And you actually hear basically a description of the last place that the rest of the group were seen, because they did run into somebody who reported back quite recently. You also probably hear someone talking about how crazy it is that they blew up a warehouse. There's speculation happening about like who this group of heretic terrorists might be. But you're able to sort of hear that and get pointed in the right direction. Making your way south of Vismond Square into the morgue skids, you hear...
I have a question.
Yeah.
How did Gam Gam get through the crowd if we're being stealthy?
Just her intimidating presence.
I'm a little curious.
I think she walked through. Looking at this burning square, and you know, Estrella, you were sort of able to talk Mirish down. There's an expression. There is a vein pulsing in Gam Gam's forehead, and you can hear her grinding her tusks, and it seems like she's using every ounce of restraint that she has to delay retribution. against these people. And actually, I was trying to decide how well she is able to control her emotions, and she can at this point. But it's apparent to anyone that it's a bad idea to accost Gam Gam. So she walks through this square, and people like turn to say something to her and then decide not to. They make, you know, self-preservation decisions. As you guys are leaving, though, well, yeah, I think you're able to leave essentially without incident, making your way south. You see from the northeast, moving down the road at an impossible speed, some sort of machine moving in your direction. Araxi, do you want to maybe describe what they see and hear?
There's this low, sort of rumbling, growling sound, and this metal monstrosity on wheels, slim profile, nosing down, and Araxi, there's this like armored sort of top, helmet and sort of a sort of chest plate, leaning over the front end of this long thin device, and it is barreling down the road toward them.
Yeah, you see this wheeled thing with Araxi on it, just ripping in your direction.
That is awesome.
Strell's just gonna have this like super perplexed look on her face, but is gonna like kind of step to the side to make sure she doesn't get hit by this thing.
Yeah.
Are we doing
and like Mirish is waving, like, you know, like to in excitement and like to show that we're here.
And Strell's like, "Kid, no!" and kind of like pulls her off to the side.
The machine and Araxi on it skid to a halt right next to them. It's, oh, hey, I got the message to meet up. Did you get that message too?
Yeah, that's why we passed it along.
This black cat hops down off of Araxi's shoulder onto the ground and looks relatively nonplussed. Yes, and goggles. Somehow.
Okay. Somehow. They're spectral.
I can, Araxi looks back at the bike. I can take one of you with me, get there a little faster.
Yeah, would you take lovely Gam Gam here? Her old bones are getting the best of her.
In the God's name am I looking at?
It's, just, it's part of my research. I've been trying to do...
This is a menace.
I'm sorry. I'll have to explain another time, but if you don't want to get on, Mirish, Strel.
I'm not scared. Is that what you're implying?
This is so cool. Do it.
What am I supposed to do?
Mount it like a horse, okay?
Exactly like a horse.
All right, easy enough. She sort of she has this like really oversized two-headed battle axe in one hand, and she looks at it and like tries to think about what she wants to do, and eventually winds up like strapping it kind of awkwardly to her back. She's like, I didn't think I'd have to put this thing down. Where do I put my hands?
Just hold on tight.
Okay.
And Araxi revs the engine and straightens out and zooms off.
Absolutely. It's the coolest thing in the world.
How fast is the bike specifically?
Is this a relatively straight path?
I think so.
Then it's going about we only have like feet per round sort of as a measurement, but it's going about 100 110.
Okay. This is speedy.
Gam Gam's hair waving in the wind.
The twin gray pigtails, like yeah. She's like holding it together. This is new.
This is the first thing.
She's
that
coping with a new experience.
Yeah, this is the first thing in a long time that has given Gam Gam like an adrenaline rush.
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Even after our little massacre, she was like unfazed, but now she's like, whoa. Yeah.
Alexie's like talking over her shoulder. I've been trying to figure out a good name for it, but like mechanical horse doesn't sound like a really good thing. I don't know. Like a motor horse, maybe?
Satan machine.
That is pretty good.
Horrifying monstrosity. Menace. It's too loud. I wouldn't want one in my neighborhood.
It's not very. I'm working on that. It is a little loud.
I think you guys are. I'm trying to think exactly how this goes. Certainly, Tanya would before long be able to sort of reestablish the connection and sense the presence of Binks, who is now riding on Gam Gam's shoulder with I think Binks's claws are like just dug into Gam Gam's, like one of their braids. So Tanya, you sort of with like a flickering recognition recognize that Binks is returning. I guess Strel and Mirish, you're gonna basically have to try and follow the sounds of Aroxy's
I feel like that won't be
motor or horse.
terribly hard. I mean, we're speed, like we can keep up kinda for a minute.
You can keep up more than most.
Yeah.
I feel like there's also like a smell, like a
like from the exhaust,
some fuel
like the magical
smell
exhaust
that we can follow, probably.
Yeah.
What is the smell of the magical exhaust?
Actually, it smells like salt water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Just a briny, salty spew.
Mm-hmm. You sort of know the general direction to head, Aroxy, but I guess I want to know, Tanya, are you going to do anything to sort of alert them to the fact that you're not at the address that you told them to meet you at?
Yes. I think I'll like communicate with Binks and be like, I don't know what you're on, buddy. You're moving awfully fast. We're not there. And like I'll just send them a picture of the building that is in my head because I have no idea the address where we're at. And I'm gonna say, can I hear the like engine of this thing where I'm at?
What all can Binks do? Can it respond?
Oh,
to you?
actually, I can actually swap my senses with him. So
Okay.
like I can see and look through his and hear through his ears. So I'm just gonna do that. So I'm blind where I'm at, but like I can see and hear through Binks.
Yeah, I think everyone in the factory sees Tanya's eyes roll back in her head. And yeah, you see, you're not sure exactly what it is that you see, Tanya, but there is something moving incredibly quickly. And you see like the back of Aroxy's armored head and, buildings, warehouses, factories, all sorts of things sort of whizzing by.
Okay. I think I'll speak through Binks then. And scare the living crap out of everybody. I'll be like, hey, it's Tanya here. We're not in the place where we're supposed to be. And
Gam Gam jumps off the bike.
Yeah, Araxi, like, the voice comes out, and she swerves, and then as soon as Gam Gam jumps off the bike, also just comes to a stop.
Yeah, she like Gam Gam hits the ground, like rolls a couple times, and like bumps up against a building, and like a brick falls off and hits the ground next to her, and she stands up.
I don't know how far behind Strel and Mirish are, but like
it's still going to probably be a minute
that.
before you catch up.
Yeah,
you guys
if we can
going
see that, I will just dash as fast as I can.
I think you're going to miss out on this one, unfortunately.
That's fair. That's fine.
Yeah, but you guys hear Tanya's voice say that. Binks also, I think, bails and is standing in the middle of the road.
She heads toward the cat and says, sorry, Tanya, could you start over? Where are you?
We are in a different warehouse. We're gonna need you here because there's this contraption on the thing. Anyways, and then like you kind of see Binks' eyes roll back, and then Tanya comes back into the warehouse, and Tanya's like, does anybody know the address where we're at? Anybody?
No, I don't know. I have no idea where we are.
I know that. We just blew Why would I know the address?
I don't know.
Literally just blew it up. You just saw it.
Yeah, but no, that's the address of there. But where are we at here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you want to go out and look?
Can somebody check?
Just go outside.
Somebody with dark vision
I'll
check?
have a look. I'll have a look.
Literally can't go outside.
I know. I can't either.
A minute later, Aelin comes back.
Still there?
Okay, and then you see Tanya's eyes roll in the back of her head again, and then Binks comes back. Tanya comes back through Binks and is like, we're here, but like, we're trying to lay low, and that thing, and you see Binks with his like little paws, like go like lay low, and then like points over to that thing is really loud, so like maybe like a stealthy approach. I don't know,
Binks,
maybe they
like,
won't notice you at all.
Does Binks point with their tail?
Yeah. With his tail.
Okay. I'll, yeah, maybe, Binks, maybe you can, like, guide Gam Gam. I'll go try to bring Strel and Marish a little closer.
Strel and Marish are like, arriving at this point. Probably
looks
pretty out of breath. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll, just give me a minute and I'll catch up. And Onyx immediately goes to the bike and starts, like, disassembling it.
What happened? Why are we stopping?
Gamer has her axe out and is like in full like fight or flight response still, just from being startled. I'm not getting back on that.
No, it's
fine. That's a bad idea. No one should have made it. It shouldn't exist. There are already horses.
Okay, aside from old people, what's going on, and why did you stop?
They're Tanya sent word they're in a different warehouse, and we need to get there a little more quietly.
Okay.
Seta blew up a building, so everybody's going crazy.
Oh, hi, Tanya.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Bear.
Well,
it's so great to see you.
Great.
Who's
Cat
there?
waves at you.
Pretty much everybody we know.
Tell him I said hi.
I will. And then you see Binks return, and he's with a little and then Tanya goes away, and Tanya's like, Bearish says hi, by the way.
If Taco just like summons Binks back to her, can we just like follow Binks? Like a little GPS?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, you look back over to Araxi, and the bike, the mechanical horse is gone, and her, like, the lower half of her body where there wasn't armor is now re-armored.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Fantastic.
Right. By the way, Gam Gam, your braids, you might want to redo them. They're a little blown out.
I'm gonna leave them. They'll get worse again later. We'll fix them at some point. There's still blood in this one.
That's fair.
Wash and comb them out, so don't bother.
So we follow things?
Yeah, absolutely. Before long, you guys are making your way into the abandoned, looted out factory and meeting up with everyone else. You see huddled in the dark. And you know what? Let me get from the three of you stealth checks to make sure no one sees you enter this building.
Okay. Oh no. I got a 5.
Ignore the 12. I don't know why it's.
We're performers. We're meant to be.
Oh, right. Because heavy
checks.
armor normally rolls with disadvantage, but you don't specifically because of your artificer rules, right?
Right.
You're both spotted, though. I mean, the 17's great. The 5 and the 7 are big problems. Yeah. And I think that like it's as you're probably on the like corner of the street. There is a it's like a group of 4 members of the Kaviti Security Coalition with swords drawn and like tall, essentially riot shields. They see you and approach on foot. They're walking right up to you as you guys sort of emerge accidentally right into the beam of a street light. See them say something to each other, and they all walk over. Like, excuse me, there. We're looking for some people. Just need a word with you. Just don't move. Stay right there.
Strel is gonna try and play this off.
Is it all 4 of us who are now in the street light?
No, you and Gam Gam are hidden as well. If you would like to remain so, you can.
Yeah. So
it's just the 2 of us.
So it's basically like we're going across, and then at some point, Mirish and Strel kind of take point and cross, and are caught while we're still in the shadows.
Yeah,
Precisely.
you're behind.
Okay. Yeah, Alexi gets waves.
Listen.
Puts a hand on Gam Gam.
Yeah. Gam Gam.
There's.
Grip
Of
on her
course,
axe.
we're super willing to help. We're actually totally supposed to be here, though. We're the performers. We were invited here to do a performance in honor of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
In
Praise
honor
be.
of what's happening?
Praise
Yes.
be.
Would you like to see us perform? We
We would
give you
love to show you our routine.
Yes.
It's really great. Can we just start
Trust.
doing acro yoga acrobats with each other?
Yeah.
Great.
You do. You exactly do. They are certainly nonplussed, standing there, just not sure what to make of it at all. Okay. How long are you doing this for? Because they'll sort of stand there in awe and watch you.
Yeah.
Quite some time, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Once we're
Roxy,
in
are you and Gam
kind
Gam
of
doing
move.
anything while these people are distracted, or are you just also watching to see where this goes?
4 of them? No, Alexi's not about to start something.
Okay. Yeah,
this
your
goes for a while.
performance.
At some point, and Mirish, maybe we can kind of play this off together.
Yeah.
I want us to kind of in a grand finale, cartwheel or backflip off back into the shadows and be da 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 da, and then exit the stage.
And then,
that's kind of how we leave.
Just run away.
In a puff smoke. We
I
just sat
want
there for long enough, and then we
a performance check.
absolutely snack.
Fine.
Absolutely. I got a +7 to this.
Huh?
Plus
How's
6.
that?
Okay, you
How's
rolled
the 20?
22, and you rolled an 8.
No!
No. Which means I actually rolled a 2. Because I have +6.
Wild. So, Stacy, as you try to just suddenly dip and run away, it is nighttime, but they all have lanterns. I want stealth checks. Advantage for Strel, disadvantage for Mirish. Because, you
Alright.
somehow managed to do acrobatics suspiciously.
Yes, yes, we did. It was so great. Ooh,
So that's a 19.
With disadvantage. Let's see.
I believe.
It's a 7.
And that's a 7.
While they're doing this, like at this point, Araxi, take a quick look here. Kind of mumbles a word of magic, and tries to like use a mage hand to shutter at least one of the lanterns.
Okay. You can shutter one of the lanterns. Certainly, they are of the sort that have like basically a crank handle that turns the doors shut. That like look at the, you know what I mean. So yeah, I think there were only 2 of them with lanterns lit, 2 of them with the big shields, all of them with swords. So now there's only 1 lantern. But as you try to dash away, Mirish, they're going to try to tackle you, saying,
While this is happening, sorry, Binks is there.
Uh-huh.
And when Binks is 100 feet of me, I can put a spell through him. Can I do prestidigitation and snuff out the other lantern?
yeah.
Okay.
So you guys see the other lantern go out as well as you guys dart out of the beam of the streetlight. Definitely darkness helps a little bit, but they're still going to try to grapple you, Mirish. So give me acrobatics to try to escape.
I believe.
As 2 of them go for you.
22.
Gross. I can't do anything to you.
Suck it, Snacks. You can suck it.
I choose not to. Yeah, so as you guys try to vanish in the wake of your uneven performances,
Just a small snafu.
yeah, you hear the 2 with shields are both like, nope, you stay right here. We still got questions for you. And they go after you, Mirish. But one of them like tries to grab for your leg and you just sort of like step out of the way. And the other one managed to get their hand on your arm, but part of your outfit just tears. And you're able to squirm out of the way.
Rude.
Okay. Well, in that case, Mirish notices that like her jacket is ripped. And all of a sudden, like, her performance smile fades, and she makes herself real big. And she, like, puts one, like, hand on her glaive, and it's like, oh, you have questions for me? You ruined my flow, now scram! Like, trying to intimidate them to, like, run off, hopefully.
Okay. There are 4 of them, so this is not going to be easy. But do roll an intimidation check.
All right. RNG be with me.
That's a 9.
9!
No!
Damn it.
The 2 with the lanterns are like sort of messing with them, trying to get them figured out and discover why they're not functional. But they are gonna like fan out and try to encircle you. And just sort of take up, like a square around specifically you, Mirish. And the one with the shield in front of you is sort of like pointed right at your face, and he's like, "Do you have any real reason to be here? There's no need for performers here. This neighborhood is harboring dangerous criminals, and I think you're one of them."
I think Mirish kind of realizes that the jig is up. And
yeah, Strel thinks the same thing, and is gonna come back and try to bonk someone in the noggin.
Yeah, like Mirish goes like, well, it was worth a shot, and like her smile returns and she like grabs the glaive and tries to do a spin, like either to get them all to like back off or to hit them. Either or would be good.
Araxi looks over at Gam Gam and shrugs.
Also totally realizing that like Araxi and Gam Gam are in the shadows, like about to probably jump out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's just ponder exactly how this is going to go as we. I don't know. Do you think initiative might be worth rolling right now?
Probably.
Feels appropriate.
Mayhaps.
Yeah.
11.
Stroll's on fire today. I don't know what's up. Actually, I do know what's
My
up.
rolls.
I'm just blessed, that's all.
I am doing some rapid map making because I wasn't necessarily fully expecting this to happen, but it's a totally valid thing to have happen. So
We goofed.
that's all right. There's a slight goof, and these things will happen. So we have good initiatives from several of you. Yeah, so right outside of the warehouse, combat is erupting.
Would all of our friends inside the warehouse hear this?
I'll get perception checks from people in the warehouse, actually, although Tanya knows through Binks that it's happening.
Guys, they're fighting right outside the warehouse.
Oh, bollocks, really? Damn it, stay quiet for a second.
They got out by 4 guards. They tried to perform their way out. It was funny.
Hey,
That always goes so well.
Tanya, I want you to roll initiative for everyone in the warehouse.
All beans.
So just roll initiative once, and then we'll go on your count in order of dex bonus. Not great. So I think that Winona and Aelin are the quickest. And it's not going to make probably a huge difference. So I'm going to write you down in the order that I choose, and you guys can deal with it.
Mutiny.
There's going to be violence, Strel. You've seen this before.
Yeah.
You see exactly what's happening here. I'll give you guys some nice tokens to look at too. But tell me sort of what you'd like to do as this is going down.
Well, since I got like a 19 on my stealth check, so I'm like pretty hidden in the shadows. I would love to come up to any of the guards that are closest to Mirish and just smack them on the head as hard as possible.
Okay.
Just give them a good bap. You know?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me that attack. I'm just doing my best to put you guys in reasonable spots. Quickly.
I'm hidden and stuff. Can I get advantage on this attack? Because I'm sneaky?
Your stealth check was pretty good.
It was a 19.
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
I suppose so.
Thank you. Gotta get it where I can.
It's wise, honestly. You rolled a 18 to hit. That'll certainly do. So you sneak up behind this unsuspecting person, and I've got one more thing to add here, and then we'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, will you let me roll all my hits with advantage this turn, or?
I think the first one is going to be a surprise. I doubt any of the rest of them are.
That's fair.
You guys should all be able to see this map that we're on now. Am I right?
Yes.
Terrific. So yeah. So that first one hits, and why don't you roll the rest of your attacks, and we'll see how they all go.
Yes, absolutely. So there's that one.
Goodness.
Do I want to save it for later? Okay, so I'm just gonna take 2 hits And I am gonna use. Whoops. I'm gonna use this as well. So I'll get my this disengage here. Whoops. So I'm just gonna like pop back over here to kind of get out of the direct.
Yeah, absolutely. So you used your flurry of blows?
Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I did not this time. I'm saving my key points.
Okay. So if you're not using your flurry of blows, then he can get an attack of opportunity on you, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, no, with my flurry of mastery, that's a free disengage.
Whenever you use flurry of blows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, sorry. I couldn't see that.
It's all right. I know these rules because I wrote them in this case.
I know.
I don't normally know the rules of D&D, but it's just my subclass. So
that's fair. That's completely fair.
So do you want to stay or move?
I'll use. Okay, now that I'm remembering the rules that you indeed wrote, I will go ahead and use a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
Which will let me hit 2 more times.
Okay.
Maybe.
That one's not gonna hit.
Okay, but that one for sure will.
Okay, so
and then I will disengage.
Out of the darkness, you swing at this dude 4 times, 3 of them landing solid impacts. Roxy, you're up. As you see this person just bludgeon, stumbling, and then like trying to like wildly swing with the sword in reaction as they move away. But Strella's like doing a like handspring low roll out of the way.
Okay. Roxy is just going to slip up there and out of the darkness, hopefully unseen, just until now, fires off from her hand a blast of lightning at that individual. Are they surprised?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. $11 to hit.
Not gonna happen. Yeah. I think you just straight up miss.
Yep.
And they do notice you because of that. Mirish, you're gonna be up next, unless you have more to do on your turn.
I think seeing that they've noticed me, Onyxie will kind of, to try to draw attention away from them potentially seeing Gam Gam a little early, will move closer.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You move up next past Banks.
Yes, right there.
Back arched in the air. Mirish, what would you like to do?
Mirish uses Dread Ambusher, which means that I can take, I think, 2 turns. So she does the thing.
Get an extra attack.
Yeah,
sure.
Basically.
2 turns would be pretty sweet.
Yeah,
not quite that busted.
Yeah, 2 turns. But like she does the thing that I said, like with the spinning, where she tries to like basically have it hit multiple targets, if that's at all possible.
Okay, so you want to take your attacks on more than one target? You could.
All right.
Certainly do so. Does your glaive doesn't have reach, or does it?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
Real quick. It does. So you don't have to move to hit these people. You can hit people from 10 feet away with your long sword on a stick.
Yes, it has a sword on each end, so I just would like to point that out.
For
and
sure.
pretty ribbons.
Which 2 people do you want to hit? With your pretty glaive.
I think I'll go for like 2 and 4 because those are the hardest to hit for like Aroxy and Gam Gam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know they'll come from the other side.
For sure.
Let me see. That's a 19. And the second one is a 15.
So the first one will hit. Roll. You did 5 damage to number 2. Is that right? And I think it's the second one.
I can add like 1d8 damage on the second one.
The second one's actually gonna miss. This dude gets the shield up in time and manages to block it, and you feel the vibration travel down the handle to your hand. You're also able to move if you want, or if you have a bonus action.
Yeah, I think Marish would like to move a little bit more down so that she's not necessarily surrounded anymore.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. Yeah, fairly, I think, tactically straightforward what they're going to do here. Just move here, here, and here. And it's going to take a step this way and lay into you with longswords.
It's very rude of them. They shouldn't do that.
I know, especially with 2 attacks each. What's your AC, Strel?
It's 12.
Well, I rolled an 11 and a 9 on those attacks with a not terrible. So you're able to still evade this person who's having the worst time. There are going to be 4 that come at you. Oh my god, I'm rolling so terribly. What's your AC?
14.
Okay, so 2 of those are going to miss and 2 are going to hit. From the 2 people who use all of their attacks on you. So you're going to take 16 damage, Mirish, as the person on your left misses both times, but as you duck out of the way of both of those, it sort of exposes you to the other one who's able to stab you twice. And it's Winona's turn. Tanya just told you what went down. There is a commotion outside of your hiding place. This window here in front of you is the one that I think you came through.
Okay, so
here are those sliding large doors.
I had to be boosted through that window, so it's not like I could just kind of fall through it again. Oh god, sorry. I was trying to move the map. I'm gonna try to run over to that door and see if I can start making a move on it. See if I can get it open.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just make me a strength check to just make sure it doesn't like take up your whole freaking turn.
Oh well.
Nat 20.
Nice.
What the hell?
Tell me why you're suddenly full of such menacing and, I don't know, surge of strength.
Oh god, I wish at this point that I knew. It's just the last couple days so much is being dumped on me, and it's like this anger is breaking through that I just didn't have access to before, and it's fueling everything. And I'm just able to wrench this door open somehow.
Yeah, this thing has like not been open in a long time, and it's almost rusted in place, but you fling it open with both hands and it smashes into like the back of the pocket that it slides into with a crash, and that's like your bonus action. So
Winona definitely looks a little startled by that, but soon that's replaced by a bit of a sly grin. And okay, so that was, oh goodness, sorry, my character sheet has gone to a point where I cannot access it. One moment. I am going to go things. Yeah, just roll 20 things. There we go. Apologies. All right. I'm going to go out the door. So that was how much movement? That was 15 feet, right? Need to go. No, that was 30 feet. Never mind. I'm not gonna go out the door.
Okay. You can see 2 and 1, and probably still, probably just 2 and 1 from where you are.
Okay. Cool. If I can see 2 and 1, then I'm just gonna pull one of my daggers out of my boots, and I'm guessing I get sneak attack here.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely. With my rakish audacity, I'm going to fling a dagger at 2, seeing them gang up on the on Murish there. Okay. Does a 25 hit, Snuck?
Yeah, 25 is gonna hit.
Oh, that's nice.
Winona. You know, yeah, so it does 4 piercing and 1 sneak attack, right? On 2?
On 2, yep.
He grows a brand new dagger out the back of his shoulder and spins around looking for where it came from, I think not seeing you. Anything else you would like to do? You want to roll like a nat 20 and a 25 every time, or?
I'll keep you on your toes. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Let's see, I rolled a natural 20. You're gonna take 14 damage as the guy with the sword in front of you hacks into you. And it's Aylin's turn.
Understood. Aylin is going to follow Winona a little trepidly, because he was right next to the door that she flung open in such a vigor, and Winona is one of the few beings in existence that actually phases Aylin on a sort of fight or flight survival level. So he's gonna poke his head around the corner, take quick stock of what's going on, and he is going to have a crack at what equipment do the 2 and 4 possess?
All 4 of them now. There are lanterns like on the ground. One of them might like actually have caught on fire as the oil spilled around it, but all 4 of them have a long sword and a tall shield.
That's a pain. Does the shield they possess have any straps I can see?
I think that it's one of those ones that has like 1 strap and 1 handle.
Yeah. Shall I roll perception to see how easy those straps are to undo with Mage Hand?
I mean, I think that you can probably make a pretty safe assumption. No need to roll perception, but yeah, you can use your action to try to undo them if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 2. I want to cause either a distraction or get that shield off them.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay, let's give that a crack. Hopefully this works. If you wouldn't mind. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying. This dude like probably feels and is slightly distracted by a tiny magical invisible hand tugging at the straps of the shield that he's holding, but it's not quite enough to dislodge it.
Okay, and then I shall hide.
All right, you roll that, and Rory's gonna be up. And also, Senna, you're after that, and Tanya, you're after that.
All right. So how far down are we, or how far up are we from the? Because we're like upstairs, right, in this factory.
No. There's only one. It's like one long building, and you're on the first floor.
Oh.
It's just kind of a high. It was a high window. You know how they have like in factories.
Yeah. Could I just jump out the window?
Yeah. You can roll me acrobatics or athletics. I think.
Rory. I mean, I think Rory like hesitates for a second and like weirdly instinctively like looks back at Jacob, because he's kind of aware that Jacob is so disapproving of them, but then like shakes it off, whatever feelings they had, takes a stride out, runs through the window, jumps out of it. Acrobatics, you said?
Yes, please. Okay, it's not pretty.
No, it's not pretty. I don't gracefully. I just like, shoulder bash through the window, probably like land on my side, get up, and as I'm getting up, I see Mirish is there being attacked by number 4, and I just take a swipe at number 4 immediately.
Do it.
I'd like to believe that Rory busting through the window is why Mirish like looked up and then got like whacked.
I don't think I do it.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
No, it's not.
So yeah, shield flashes up and blocks. Anything else for you?
No, that's it. But
All right.
I'm happy that I'm here beside Mirish. I kind of like Mirish, are you okay?
Hi, Rory.
Hi, how's it going?
Sana, what's up?
Off my jacket.
Yeah, so the one number, what was it? 4 already had taken damage from Winona?
No. Just 1 and 2 seem to
Number
have been
2.
hit.
Number 2.
Yeah,
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Toll the Dead. Number 2.
absolutely. He makes a save, am I right?
Yes, he does.
He succeeds. Does he take half the damage on that or none at all?
I'm looking. I think it doesn't say half damage, so
Okay. I think it's a cantrip, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Those never give you that nice half damage on a save. So yeah, you move up and cast the spell, but they seem to resist the effect. And I'm assuming you're gonna like move to where you have line of sight.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move up to the window? Is that?
Okay, yeah, you can move to the window's gonna be pretty high off the ground. I think you're gonna have to move to the door. I moved your token for you. Forgive
Thank
me.
you. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and looking for a bonus action for a ranged spell. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
Tanya.
Whoops, did the wrong thing there. But Tanya will move up into this corner with the crystal heart, and then we'll cast we'll have Binks move up closer to number 3 and cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay. So this cat is going to try to electrocute a man.
Yep.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
So yeah,
You roll
Magic is real.
Yeah. You rolled the attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be.
Is he wearing metal?
+5. Yeah, is he wearing metal? Because if he is, I get advantage.
His armor is a leather armor and a shield. So
Okay.
the shield is metal. I think so.
All right.
Probably counts.
I.
Oh, it says if they're wearing armor made of metal. So
Yeah.
no advantage on the attack roll, unfortunately.
Okay. So here's my spell
We
attack.
love a
Is
specific rule.
15 hit.
It does not.
No. Okay. So then,
Binks is not good enough at magic.
poor buddy.
Swipes out electric claws, like some sort of, I don't know,
believe it's
something.
15 just to hit. Okay. Yeah. No, that's I mean, I guess. Well, he used that as his reaction, so as his, and he's just gonna take a disengage action and back off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just moving backwards
Yep. he's just gonna move
to
backwards.
here, or okay, great.
Yeah. And that's
Gam
it for
Gam
me.
is going to rage.
We love a raging Gam Gam.
Nice. Still shook
It's-
from the motor.
There's like a visible, like a red shift. Gam Gam's like physical appearance just seems to like blur, and it's not like an out of control rage. It's a seething anger. So, yeah. Her battle axe smashes into this person, and she kills them to death. I think it's a decapitation, but she like takes an arm off with it for good measure. And she just keeps moving to this person standing right behind you, Strel, and that's going to be her turn. Strel, you're up.
Nice. We love ourselves a raging Gam. Way to go. All right, time to just beat this guy up. I'll throw some hits, throw some kicks. Is it gonna do it? Hold on. Oh, there
Come
it is.
on, roll 20. I believe in you. Ooh, yeah, that'll hit.
It was struggling.
Yeah, so one
I'll
hit.
do that again.
You don't need to.
That one probably.
No, I think you kick this guy in the neck, and it doesn't sound good. He like spins backward into Gam, who just sort of like also punches him in the face for good measure, and he like falls into the ground unmoving. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So you can take your second attack on somebody else if you want.
Yeah, I would love to take my second attack here on number 2. But I rolled an 8 on that second attack unless you want me to re-roll it.
No, that's unfortunate. But
yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
but I'm there. Being there is what matters, right?
That's right. And it's Araxi's turn.
Araxi sort of like follows the bodies. It slumps and looks up at Gam and steps around the body.
Yeah.
And tries to fire off a shot at number 2.
Go for it.
13?
Not quite enough. I think he catches it on his shield, which is frustrating. And you can tell,
which 2 are you using shields?
All of them are now.
Oh.
And yeah, they've dropped their lanterns on the ground. One of them's extinguished, and one of them's like the oil is spilled and it's on fire.
Okay. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Mirish, you're up.
I think Mirish, they're all holding shields now, right?
Yes.
I think Mirish drops herself low and tries to swipe the legs of number 4.
Okay, let's go for it.
Slash at the legs. Okay. That's an 18. You're muted.
That'll hit. Yeah, you said 5 damage?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So, yeah, absolutely. Do you have another attack, or is that your turn?
I think that's the only one. I think because I only get a second one on the first.
Okay. This is looking super bad for these guys. They're gonna try to run. Anybody adjacent to 2 or 4 can get an attack of opportunity if you want.
Ooh, yes. Oh.
You know what? No, you can't. They're gonna take the disengage action because they don't feel a particular need to attack you. Yeah, I know. I'm horrible.
Come on, let me get into that.
I know.
Nope.
It's very rude.
I can't try to shoot them down with my bow. I don't
They're
even
gonna disengage, so no opportunity to use a reaction on them. Winona, you're up.
Okay. Winona is going to see these people running off. And sorry. It's gonna see these people running off and just think how pathetic that is after flinging that door open. And as they step out of the door, she's gonna rage.
All right.
And her golden eyes are just going to glow a little bit in the night as she walks out towards 4. And tries to attack him.
Yeah, do it. An attack with rage.
With rage. With a little rapier. Do I get sneak attack for this? Because they didn't see me. What before? And then they're running past the door. This is totally up to you. But
I mean, that's a fairly compelling case for a sneak attack, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it compelling enough?
Yeah. I think it's a sneak attack.
You're a kind man, Snacks. Thank you.
I'd like to think of myself as reasonable. Is that a crit? This guy was like mostly flying.
Like, keep rolling that 20s. And I told you I'd keep you on your toes. Sorry.
Describe this for me.
Suck it, Snacks.
So, this.
What did I do?
You can suck it, that's all.
I didn't say it. This 5'1" short stack little tiefling just barges out of this warehouse after flinging the door open and sees this person running away, walks up behind him, stalks up behind him, and just catches him in front with her rapier and just goes up through his chest cavity and up out his clavicle.
Yeah, a rapier is not like an edged. Isn't it like a pointed weapon?
Yeah.
So that's horrifying. You just took like essentially a pointy stick and cut through someone with the force of your anger to death.
Winona has
fall
had enough
at your feet.
She pulls her weapon.
And I believe it's Aylin's turn.
Well, Aylin is horrified and terrified in equal measure. Now, I don't really fancy, like, shooting somebody in the back, although I could. So I am instead going to use my cantrip, I should say, message, which will allow me to send a message to our fleeing chap number 2. And I am going to persuade them to stand still, otherwise they're going to get skewered as well. Because I don't really want them telling anyone else we're here either. So they're going to get tied and bound. So Aylin searches through his copper, trying to find some copper wire in his kit somewhere, grabs it and he's like, "You there, stand still immediately, otherwise you're going to get skewered. Do it, stop running right now." And
roll persuasion.
Yes. Let's have a look. I'm actually reasonably okay at this, and I've got +1 on this because I haven't got the doofer.
Okay. 22. That probably will work. We'll see what he does on his turn. Rory, you're up.
I guess I don't know. Rory doesn't know that there's persuaded. Rory just sees him stop. So
hesitate, maybe.
Yeah. So Rory sees the hesitation and probably rushes towards them to attack them.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just takes the opportunity, sees they're stopped, takes another swipe. See what happens. Nope.
Not gonna hit.
Would have been a lot of damage, but nope.
Senna, you're up.
Aylin face palms the moment he sees Rory have a go.
Yeah, for the one that's running away, I'm gonna try to hold person. Hold them
Okay.
still.
He's got a save for that, right?
Yeah, do you want me to put it in chat? In the
Please.
Roll20? Okay.
Mainly, I need to know your DC.
Okay. got a lot of spells in here. 1 second.
Yeah.
Old person. Where are you? Okay. So DC is 13.
Okay. He rolled a 15. It was wisdom, right? He's got a +1. No, it's 0. So he rolled a 14. Regardless. He's just able to barely resist that.
Okay.
And Tanya, you're up next. Do you have anything else to do, Senna?
Looking at cantrips for bonus action. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tanya.
Okay. Just have to figure out how far a cat can move.
At least 30 feet, I would imagine.
40 feet. Sweet.
Nice.
So Binks is gonna move 40 feet. And then I am going to cast another spell through them. If you can move them 40 feet towards the second guy.
1,
That
2,
would be
3, 4,
lovely.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you. And then I am going to cast a Ray of Frost.
Do it.
There's that, and then it's
Got a save to make. Not 20.
What? Okay.
Sometimes I roll good. Not in fights
On
I'm
a
gonna
hit,
possibly
it's-
win, but
Wait a second. No. Wait a second.
so that's a miss.
Oh no! On a hit, it takes 1d8 of cold damage. So no, I roll.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to give me that? No. I was gonna ask if you.
That'll hit. Yeah.
18. All right.
I not only do I roll a nat 20 win, I am not gonna win a fight. I roll it when it literally doesn't matter.
And
course,
then
of course.
he'll take 2 damage,
Amazing.
but the important thing is his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn. And then Binks will take the disengage action and just back up like
Oh no, you're not adjacent, so you're fine.
we'll
I
back
think
up
you used,
like a
you used your whole movement to get there. So
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, nope, then it's good.
okay. How fast is Gam Gam? 40 feet? Okay, she's not gonna quite be able to get there, so she's instead going to use a javelin. She's got one of those.
Of course she does. She's Gam Gam. Gam Gam's so OP.
Gam Gam, rolled a 1. I rolled a d6 to see if I would accidentally hit Rory, and I rolled a 1.
Oh
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh
It's
dear.
all those rocks. It's all the rocks she's been throwing at
Oh,
Rory.
dear. It is.
Just
She naturally aims for Rory.
It's just habit at this
rocks.
point.
Rory.
You're gonna take.
Oh,
Oh, it's not a.
Yep.
Fortunately, it's only a d6 plus 4. You're gonna take 7 piercing damage as Mirish's grandma impales you with a javelin.
wow!
Gam
There's so much more.
Only a little.
No.
Oh my god.
Drell, you're up.
A little bit of impairment.
Oh my god.
Rory
Okay.
has the worst luck.
Strell is just like horrified for a second, but since no one else has been able to get a hit on this guy, she's gonna do the honors. She's gonna give you the most distressed look, Rory, just like, I'm sorry, kid. And is gonna try and beat the crap out of this guy, if I can find my character sheet around here. Here we go. And one more time. Can you tell me? I got a 17 and a 22. Can you tell me how he's looking?
8 damage is what you needed. Yeah.
You see, you let the grown-ups do the work, kid, and we get it done. You know,
Rory
okay.
is currently removing a javelin from their shoulder. They don't hear you.
That's fine. Skrill knows.
Bella's like patting herself on the back. And Rory's
like very loudly.
I'm patting myself on the back, and he's pulling something out of his bag.
Gammy's gonna come over and like, oh no.
Marish is actually bleeding a lot and goes like, Gam Gam. And I'm assuming Gam Gam ignores Rory and rushes over to her granddaughter.
Probably so.
Naturally.
Yeah, Araxi starts to move toward Mirish, but then seeing Gam Gam change course, rushes over to Rory and says, just hold still. This is gonna hurt a little bit. And she like...
Just do it.
Okay, on 3. 1, right, and she just pulls and then casts Cure Wounds.
Okay. Oh.
Aelin darts over as well. He's got a potion handy. I don't know. Did I give you a potion last time, Rory? I can't remember. I gave a potion to Jacob.
I don't think you gave one to me.
That's right. Just to Jacob.
Yeah. Okay.
How many do you have?
I've got a reasonable number actually. Let me check.
Oh, somebody's stocked up.
Yeah, I can brew them. You see,
that's someone out of all of us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think. Do any of us have healing magic? Senna maybe.
Araxi does. I just think Senna might
as well.
Okay.
I do cast Cure Wounds again on Rory.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember our first episode. No one could heal anybody.
Actually. Snack, how many potions would I have?
Hi, Cleric.
I can't find it.
Hello. Oh, you actually healed me last episode, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
You did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to heal.
I have 4. Does that number tally up with what you've got?
Yeah, we can do some accounting. It's not necessarily important at the moment.
Yeah. So Aelin
Senna,
will be going in and giving. He's like this big sort of half glowing bottle of it looks like fruit juice, but it isn't.
Yeah, and Rory knows what it tastes like, and kind of winces a little bit, like,
the taste isn't actually too bad for Aelin's, because he has to drink them as well, so he makes sure they don't taste too hideous for healing potions.
Is somebody healing Mirish?
Hey, I haven't gotten
healing party.
I haven't gotten to you
think
yet.
that as the party sort of
I would love
recovers,
to. If I could
recuperates,
talk for a second.
and licks their wounds, we'll figure out who's getting healed and all of that after the break. We're going for a little while, and I think it would be good for all of us to take 5 to 10 to stretch and do all that good stuff. Maybe grab a snack, water, etc., etc. So yeah, you guys, if you want to do the same, please rejoin us in about 10 minutes for part 2, episode 8, Daybreak City Nights.
Yes, and also if you've not taken your meds, remember to take them, and if you're wearing a binder, take some breaths and don't wear them for longer than 6 hours. Okay, we'll see you soon.